Hi guys, welcome. This is a 60-minute vinyasa class. I'm on the deck here at Performance Lab in West Chelsea, Manhattan. It's a beautiful evening. We have the videography skills of Charles King. He's going to make sure everything goes smooth. So if you want to have a mat or if you want to use a mat, that's great. If you don't have a mat, that's also okay. Just make sure you have a towel or a blanket or just something that you can pad your knees with and use underneath your sitting bones like a little stool, right? And allow your spine to lift up nice and tall as you come have a seat in your space, whether that's your mat or your towel. Good, we'll wait for you to get set up. And once you are set up, start to roll your shoulders around a little bit. You can close your eyes and just kind of get to know the way the shoulders are feeling today. Rolling them up and back. And then you can roll them back and up and down and forward a few times in the opposite direction. And as you do this, start to let your awareness drop into the body a little bit. Feel your breath beginning to deepen and soften. And then eventually come to stillness with your eyes closed. And let your jaw stay relaxed. Feel the tongue loosen in the throat and bring the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. And that's your signal that you are present, focused on your practice now, in the moment. And start to notice the breath moving through the nose, in and out through the nose. And there's really no need to try to change the pace or the depth. There's just an awareness on the breath as it moves through the nose. Start to let go of your day. Start to let go of your expectations of yourself and see if you can just be present and find out what happens as you move and breathe without any goal in mind. And you might even set that as your official intention, bringing the palms together, setting an intention to stay present, to stay present. And then we'll seal that intention, bowing the chin to the chest as you exhale. And keeping the head bowed forward, let your eyes softly open and begin to take in the room around you again through your peripheral vision. And then lift the head and bring the arms up by the ears. Reach your fingers up to the sky. And as you exhale, take a little twist to one side and allowing your spine to stay long and tall. As you exhale, twist a little bit more from the waist. Come back through center. Take the arms up by the ears as you inhale. And then exhale, twisting to the opposite side. And you can stay right here. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, and then exhale, twist just a little bit more. Come back through center, arms up. And then taking the fingers to the ground in front of you, right in front of your ankles, softly walk the fingers forward and just keeping your shoulders nice and relaxed. Push your sitting bones back and down. And the face is soft and the spine is long. Breathing to your hip as you crawl the fingers just a little bit more forward. Take a deep breath in. A deep breath out. And then walking your fingers back towards your ankles, let's switch the cross of your ankles. So if you had them crossed, you'll switch. If you had one on top, you'll switch, right? Bring your arms up by your ears, inhale. And twist to one side as you exhale. Lengthen through the spine on the inhale and just twist a little more on your exhale. Come back to center, arms up. And exhale, twisting to the opposite side, keeping the spine long as you inhale through the nose. And then exhale, twist a little bit more. Come back through center. Take the arms up by the ears. Feel the spine lengthen. And then exhale, bring the fingers to the ground and walk them forward softly, allowing the shoulders to stay soft, the jaw to stay soft. Take another breath in through the nose, out through the nose. And then walk the fingers back towards the ankles as you now transition right onto your hands and your knees. Coming into your tabletop, and really spread your fingers here. Give yourself some space between the fingers, and you're kind of clawing the ground, right? So there's a sense of lifting underneath the knuckles. And then just start to shift the hips from side to side. And while you do this, you're keeping your navel lifted into your spine. So we're going to avoid this banana shape of the lower back, right? Instead, you're going to keep the lower back flat with the navel lifted up into the spine as you just wag the tail. Right? Getting a little bit of movement into the hips, and you can keep your eyes closed if you want to. Now, some of you might like to exaggerate this a little bit by dipping one hip towards the ground, but the hands are going to stay evenly weighted while you do that, and then you'll switch, right? So actually, your knees don't really touch the ground. you're going to use your hands and the tops of your feet to let the hips wag from side to side. And again, if this is too intense for you, you just wag the tail a little bit here, right? Good. Taking about 2 more rounds of that, breathing at your own pace. And I really encourage you to go at your own pace for this class. If that means you go slower than me, that's fine. If you skip things, that's fine. Listen to your own body. And now we find center, and we find a flow of the spine in an opposite direction. So undulations of the spine, coming into cat pose as you exhale, rounding the back. And then inhale, release the belly, lift the heart, look up. Inhale, face is soft. And exhale, curl, chin to chest. Inhale, release, cow pose, looking up. A couple more times just like that, finding those spinal undulations. Just allowing the breath to move freely through the nose as you do that. Get to know the spine here. See what's up with the spine today. Good. And then we bring it back to child's pose, letting the seat come to the heels as the fingers crawl forward, and you can let your forehead drop to the mat. And you're just finding a moment here to let go. And this is a really good place to come while we practice if you need a moment of rest. So you can always drop down into child's pose and rest during class. On the next inhale, begin to slowly, without any rush, press yourself up to downward facing dog. And as you arrive, pedal the heels. Let your neck stay long and relaxed. Let your head be heavy. And you're pushing a lot into the L shape of your pointer finger and your thumb, right? Hugging the biceps in towards the ears as you shift here, pedaling the heels. And then come to stillness with both knees just a little bit bent as you push your chest back towards your thighs, and just hang there for a moment. Let your neck stay really relaxed. And then inhale, come forward into a high plank, and I'd like for you to imagine that you're pushing the ground away from your face. Feel your navel lift up into your spine, and then exhale, bend your knees again and lift the hips up and back to downward facing dog. And then inhale, roll forward, plank pose as you inhale. And then lift up and back, downward facing dog. And we're going to move with that easy rhythm a few times. Connecting with the rhythm of your own breath as opposed to my rhythm, right? Finding your own rhythm with your own breath. A couple more times, just like that. If this is very difficult for you, you might try dropping your knees on the plank and then lifting back to downward dog. So you can come forward to that plank, drop the knees, and then lift up and back, downward dog again. So meeting a downward dog now, start to walk your feet towards your hands as you come into a forward fold at the top of your space. Feet are about hip width apart. You can take hold of opposite elbows if you like, and just relax there, keeping your knees softly bent to protect your lower back. You can sway a little bit side to side, allowing your neck to be really relaxed. And then staying as you are, finding the other elbow on top. And you can just let your spine dangle. And you might like to imagine that you are breathing more space in between the vertebrae. And as you inhale, bring your fingers to your shins or your thighs and come halfway up. And then exhale, come to a ski jump. Stretch your fingers back and really dig down into your heels, like you're trying to dig holes in the ground with your heels. Find another deep breath in, pull your navel up and in, and then rise to stand. Arms up by the ears as you lift. Exhale, hands to the heart, Samastipti, standing plank. Dig down through the heels, lift through the crown of the head. Get that nice pelvic tuck. Arms up by the ears, inhale. Bend the knees and fold all the way down. Swan dive back to the forward fold as you exhale. And then step your right foot back to a low lunge. And you're up on your fingertips as you rock back and forth. Bringing some awareness to the front hamstring, so the back of the thigh there as you rock back and forth. If this is difficult for you, you can use yoga blocks under your hands if you happen to have them around, but if not, no problem. Come up to the fingertips with palms off the mat. And now planting the right hand, drop the right knee, bring the left arm up by your ear and just feel that expansion across the chest as you rotate your heart up to the sky. Another deep breath in, the face is soft. And as you exhale, the left hand comes down and you can step back to downward facing dog again. And then inhale, roll forward to plank. This time, drop the knees and lower all the way down onto your belly. Allow your heart to lift as you push into the tops of your feet, right? And squeeze the muscles of the upper back. As you exhale, push into the hands and the feet again and come back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left heel up and back. Keep your right knee just a little bit soft, protecting the lower back. And as you exhale, draw that left knee into the chest. Shoulders come over wrists, and then inhale, send that leg up and back again. Good. Okay. Anyway, you're in that low lunge with the left foot forward. And then you can step. Right foot meets left. Fold over both legs. Let your head just drop. And then inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, ski jump. Just like before, digging into the heel. Stretch your fingers back and feel the length of your spine. Rise all the way to stand. Arms up, inhale. Hands to the heart, look forward. Samastipti, standing plank. Sweep the arms back up, inhale. Bend the knees, swan dive over the legs. Stepping the left foot back as you come into a low lunge. That's it. You're up on your fingertips. Good. And then planting the hand on the left side. Bring the right arm up as the left knee drops. Low lunge twist. Opening up your heart to the sky. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Exhale, circle that right hand down to the ground. Downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Drop the knees and lower, bending the elbows all the way to the belly. As you inhale, come into baby cobra. Point the toes backwards. And then exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. And letting your right heel lift up and back as you inhale, keeping your left knee softly bent. Exhale, curl, right knee to the chest. Inhale, up and back, lifting the heel again. And then exhale, drop the foot between the hands, push up to the fingertips, and you can rock a little bit back and forth here, hugging the inner thighs to the midline. That's it. We're going to stay here for a bit because I know that you did on the first side while I fix the mic, and we want to be fairly symmetrical if possible, right? So the right foot is forward. One more breath here. And then you can step that left foot right to the front foot and fold over the legs. And just give your head a little shake. Yes and no. And then inhale, halfway up. Exhale, ski jump. Dig into the heels. And then rise to stand. Arms up. Inhale. Hands to the heart. Exhale, samastipti. Again, sweep your arms up as you inhale. Exhale, bend the knees and fold all the way down. Right foot steps back. Low lunge. Right knee drops, left arm lifts. Low lunge twist. Take that left hand to the ground as you step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward plank. Now those of you who are a little more experienced can take full chaturanga with the knees up. Some of you will drop the knees, and that's fine too. We're going to lower into cobra. Untucking the toes as you lift through the chest, softening the face. Downward facing dog, exhale. Let your left heel lift. Exhale, curl that knee to the chest. Inhale, up and back press. And exhale, curl. Drop that foot between the hands. And then we rock back and forth a few times here, moving with the breath. Letting the spine stay long. You can look forward if that feels okay to your neck. And then we step right foot to left. Fold over both legs. Knees are soft. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, ski jump. Inhale, all the way to stand. Arms up. Hands to the heart, exhale, look forwards. Again, sweep your arms up, inhale. Bend the knees and fold all the way down, exhale. Left foot steps back. Drop that left knee, right arm comes up as you find that low lunge twist. Open the heart to the sky. Circle the right hand down. Downward facing dog. Inhale, forward plank. Chaturanga, you can always drop the knees. Now this time option to come into a higher cobra. With the elbows fairly straight, you might even lift the knees for upward facing dog. Open up the front body, lift. Exhale, drop the knees, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog, exhale. Let your right heel lift up and back, inhale. Right knee to chest, curl. Inhale, up and back, lift. Exhale, drop that foot between the hands and begin to rock back and forth. You can look forward if the neck feels good. Remembering you can always grab those yoga blocks to put under the hands. And then exhale, step left foot to right, fold over both legs. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, ski jump, bend the knees a lot. Rise to stand, arms up. Hands to the heart, exhale, Samastipti, looking forward. Holding your drishti now, your focal point with your eyes. Begin to lift the right knee. And you're softening the standing knee a little bit. So you're pressing down through that left heel and tucking the pelvis. Holding your eyes on the drishti, press the right foot back as we find a high lunge. Both knees bend, tuck the pelvis even more here. Draw the navel back. Arms can come up by the ears. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, take the hands to the mat. You can keep your back leg straight if you like. Plant the right hand, lift the left arm up, low lunge twist. Exhale the left hand down as you come to downward facing dog. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let your left leg lift as you inhale. Knee to chest, curl. Up and back, lift. Inhale. Exhale, drop that foot between the hands. Pyramid pose. You're up on your fingertips. If you have blocks, great. If you don't, you're going to want to keep a stronger bend in the front knee. Let your neck relax as you breathe to the hamstring, pressing down through the feet. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Bend that front knee again as you step forward to the forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, halfway up, big toes touch. Exhale, ski jump, listen for the change. Bring your heels up off the mat, diver's pose. So just feel the calf muscles. The higher the heels get, the more you're gonna feel them. One more deep breath in, hug all the energy into the midline of the body. Drop the heels, rise to stand, arms up. Hands to the heart, look forward, Samastipti. Holding your drishti again, lift the left knee. Softening as you ground through that right heel. One more deep breath. Slowly press back, high lunge. Both knees bend, tuck the pelvis. Arms up by the ears, soften the face. Exhale, hands to the mat. Straighten that back leg out. Left hand plants, right arm lifts. Open up your heart to the sky. Exhale, right hand to the ground. Downward facing dog. Inhale, forward plank. Chaturanga. Cobra, high or low. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Let your right heel lift, inhale. Knee to chest, curl. Up and back, lift. One more time, knee to chest, curl. Drop the foot, pyramid, wide pyramid. So you're lengthening the front leg up on the fingertips and pressing down through the feet. Remember, if you have a lower back issue, you want to bend that front knee more. And if you can't reach the ground, you want to bend that front knee more. Take another deep breath in. Exhale fully. Step the left foot to the right and fold. Halfway up, inhale. Ski jump, exhale. Lift the heels. Hug the lower ribs up into the spine as you hold here. Breathe. It's okay to shake a little. I am too. And then drop the heels. Rise to stand. Arms up. Inhale. Hands to the heart. Look forward. Reorient yourself. Look forward. Find that drishti. Lift the right knee. Soften the left knee. This time we take it to warrior 3. So looking down, push back through the right heel, forming a T shape with the body. Hug your lower ribs up and in. Now if you feel good, you can bring your arms out by your sides, palms facing the ground for an airplane arm variation here of warrior 3. One more deep breath in. As you exhale, the right toes drop back, knees bend. We're gonna find a slow twist to the left. Lifting through the crown of your head, and then exhale, twist a little more from the waist. Come back through center, arms up, inhale. Hands to the mat, exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, forward plank. Finding your own vinyasa, chaturanga, any variation of cobra. and meeting us back in downward facing dog. Let's find a breath together here. In through the nose and let it out the mouth. Let your left heel lift as you inhale. And knee to chest curl. Up and back, lift, inhale. Exhale, drop that foot between the hands. As you come into pyramid, you might deepen it by pushing your right heel down. If that's too intense for you, you're gonna keep that back heel up like you did before. 2 more breaths, inhale. Exhale, 2, letting the shoulders relax. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Step the right foot to the left and fold over both legs. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, ski jump. Inhale, rise to stand, arms up, hands to the heart. Now this time we're gonna take it down to toe stand. So just like diver's pose, the heels come up, but this time your upper body stays upright as you begin to lower slowly to the ground. Keep the inner thighs hugging together as best you can, and then hug the lower ribs back as you focus forward. Deep breath in, and deep breath out. If you're feeling good, the arms can come up by the ears. 1 more deep breath. Now slowly we rise back to stand. Keep your inner thighs squeezing towards each other. Heels stay up if possible for you. And then release the heels, hands to the heart. Back to Samastipti, looking forward. Reorient. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Lift your left knee. Softly press back, warrior 3, looking down. Feel the length of the spine. If you feel nice and strong, you can reach your arms out to the sides, palms facing the ground. Easy breath here. Jaws soft. Slowly drop back, high lunge. Both knees bend, and then you can twist to the right. So the spine lengthens on the inhale, and the twist happens on the exhale. Come back to center, arms up by the ears. Hands to the mat, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Cobra or upward dog. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Let's take a breath together. In through the nose. Let it out the mouth. Let your right heel lift. Inhale. Knee to chest, curl. Up and back, lift. Drop that foot between the hands. Pyramid pose, 3 breaths. Remember, you can spin that heel down in the back or you can keep it upright. Exhale, 3. There's a sense of the inner thighs hugging the midline of the mat. Exhale, 2. And the neck and shoulders are relaxed. Exhale, 1. Step the left foot to the right, big toes touch, and fold over both legs. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, ski jump. All the way to stand, arms up. Hands to the heart, exhale. Let's take it back down to that toe stand. Heels come up as you slowly lower down. Toe stand, hugging the inner thighs together. Arms can come up by the ears. Take a nice deep breath. Now option to find a little twist with me. Opening your arms wide and twisting to the right. If this is too much to balance, you can take your left hand down between the knees and just breathe here for a moment. The face is soft. And then coming back to center, hands to the heart. Let's take it to the other side. Twisting to the left. Maybe you're taking that right hand down for balance if it feels necessary. 1 more deep breath in. Deep breath out. Hands meet at heart center and we rise back up. Hugging inner thighs together as heels drop. Samastipti. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Lift that right knee. Warrior 3. Press it back. Arms can come out. Palms face the ground. Slowly drop it back. High lunge. Both knees bend. And then we twist to the left. This time option to take the left hand to the right thigh as the right arm lifts. Hug your navel back to your spine. And then exhale, circle your hands down to the mat. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale, forward plank. Chaturanga. Cobra. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. And then letting your left leg lift up and back. Exhale, curl, knee to chest. Inhale, lift up and back. Exhale, drop that foot between the hands as we come in to pyramid pose, lengthening the front leg. You can spin the back heel down if you like. Now, option to add a twist here, taking the right hand to the top of the left ankle. The left fingers then come to the left hip, And you're drawing that left hip back in space, and as you do that, you'll feel your chest open to the left side of your mat. If you feel balanced, that left arm might even float up. Hug the inner thighs to the midline. Breathe. Bending that front knee. Hands come to the mat again, and we step right foot to left, folding over both legs. Big toes touch. And now this time, grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Bend your elbows to the sides and let your head drop. If this doesn't work for you, take the hands to the back of the thighs or the arms to the back of the thighs and let your head just hang. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out. Slowly come up halfway. Inhale. Ski jump. Exhale. All the way to stand. Arms up. Inhale. Hands to the heart. Exhale. Bring it down, toe stand. Heels come up as you lower down. Good. Now we deepen the twist a little bit. Palms come to the heart. You can take the left elbow outside the right thigh, and then you're pushing one hand into the other as you balance here in your twisted toe stand. If this is too much for you, that left hand comes down between the knees. Come back to center as you inhale, and twist again to the left as you exhale. Lengthening the spine. Exhale, twist a little bit more. Come back to center. Try to keep your heels up if you can. Rise up to stand. Hug the inner thighs to the midline. Samastipti, heels drop. Look forward. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Lifting that left knee. Slowly press back, warrior 3. The arms can reach out in opposite directions, palms facing the ground, and then slowly drop it back. High lunge. Both knees bend to protect the lower back, and we twist to the right. Now you could stay here or take the right hand to the left thigh and bring the left arm up by the ear. Really stretch through the side of your body. And then exhale, circle the hands back to the mat as you come to downward facing dog. Inhale, forward plank. Chaturanga. Cobra, high or low. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let the right heel lift as you inhale. And knee to chest curl. And up and back press. And knee to chest curl. Then drop the foot between the hands. Pyramid pose. Back heel stays up or it spins down. Both are good. If you want to add the twist, left hand to the right ankle. Right thumb to the right hip. And as you draw that hip back, you feel the heart open to the right side of the mat. Maybe you stay here or you reach that right arm up. The more you press down into the feet, the more stable you're going to feel in this twisted balance. Take one more deep breath in. And then slowly untwist. Both hands come down. Step forward, big toes touch. Now this time you might like to slide your palms under your feet. The palms will face up, hugging the sole of the foot. If this is too much for you, you can wrap your arms around the back of the thighs like before. And then you can kind of wiggle the toes into the wrists. Just give them a little massage. And then come to stillness and press the feet down. And as the elbows bend, the head drops further. And just keep it gentle. You don't have to do an extreme stretch here to get benefit. One more deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out. Inhale, slowly release the hands from under the feet, bringing the big toes together. Halfway up, inhale. Ski jump, exhale. All the way to stand, arms up, inhale. Hands to the heart, exhale. Reorient, look forward. And then we're going to take it down to that toe stand one more time, and I'm going to turn to face you so you can see what I'm doing. So slowly we're going to take it down to the toe stand with the inner thighs touching. Try to keep the heels up as you go. This is where you need your eyes, your drishti, your focal point, right? So now maybe you're going to come into that same twist we did before, or palm to palm, or maybe you're taking side crow with me, the arm balance. So you're going to bring your hands shoulder width to the ground, right? And then you start to hug that right thigh up above the left elbow. And you place that thigh bone above the elbow and lean forward. Keep your head up, keep looking forward, and maybe your toes lift out to the side. And if they aren't lifting today, don't worry, you don't have to force it. Get used to the twist first, and then the arm balance will come when the upper body strength comes. And then come back to center. And we'll take a little stretch before we find the other side. So left hand comes down to your side, right arm comes up, and you can just get that nice stretch in the right side of your waist. And then come back to center, and we'll find the twist to the opposite side. So either you're holding your twist or you're coming in to side crow. Taking hands to the ground. You've got those claws for hands, right? Use them. Claw the ground. As you take that thigh bone above the elbow, head stays up, toes might kick out. Hang out. Remember, if that's not happening for you, you're here or you're here, and they're all perfect variations. Take another deep breath in wherever you are, and we're gonna meet in that forward fold at the top of the mat, and you can just hang out, let your neck relax. Maybe give your head a little shake, yes and no. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, ski jump. Inhale all the way to stand, arms up. Hands to the heart, exhale, beautiful. Take a moment, reorient. And now slowly the right knee lifts and the arms float out to the sides. And you begin to press that right heel back as we come into warrior two. And as you arrive, the feet are perpendicular, right? And you're pushing through the feet. Let your tailbone tuck a little bit as you sink down into the pose. Arms stretch in opposite directions. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Tilt your upper body, look up at that left hand. And then exhale back to warrior two, looking forwards. And again, peaceful warrior, inhale. And warrior two, exhale. And one more time, the magic of threes, peaceful warrior and warrior two. And then bringing that left forearm to the thigh, let the right arm reach over your ear. Feel the length in the right side of your body as you push into the right foot. And you can stay here in this variation of side angle, or you can take your left hand to the ankle or all the way to the ground. Listen to your own body. Dig into that back heel till you feel the back glute squeeze. And take another deep breath in. Deep breath out. Back to peaceful warrior. Inhale, lift that left arm. Flying warrior, arms come up, feet parallel, right? And then exhale, fold all the way down, wide-legged forward fold. Letting your neck relax as your head drops towards the ground. You can walk your fingers backwards for a slightly deeper stretch. Maybe you even take your hands to your ankles and bend your elbows. Feel the neck staying long and the shoulders staying relaxed as you let the legs do all the work for you. Grounding down through the soles of your feet and feeling the release of the upper body. Take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then slowly, arms come out, palms face the ground. You're going to use them like wings to lift yourself all the way back up to flying warrior. And then exhale, warrior two to the other side of your mat so your right knee bends. This time we straighten the right leg. Bring the arms up by the ears, look up, and then sink back to warrior two and look forwards. Inhale, lift, look up. Exhale, sink, warrior two. One more time, lift, look up. Exhale, sink, warrior two. And now we're gonna hold that straight leg in the front. You wanna leave room for a micro bend, so don't lock the knee, right? And then reach your right arm forward with your palm flip to the sky and feel the length of the sides of your waist. And then exhale, the right hand comes to the shin and the left arm reaches up. Now, if this is too much for you, you can keep your arms reaching forward and back instead. All right, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Open your heart to the sky, push into that left heel. Let your face stay relaxed. And then slowly press it back up. Peaceful warrior, inhale. Right arm lifts. And now we find a low lunge over that right foot. Work your right foot outside your right hand as we come into lizard. Palms are down, or you can come to your elbows if that feels good to your body. Right, so you're rocking back and forth a little bit here, hugging the right knee to the outer arm, feeling the inner thigh strengthen. Good. And then you can drop the left knee and reach your right arm back with the palm facing the sky again. Take a deep breath in here. Feel the shoulders roll open. Exhale, the right hand comes down to the ground as you take downward facing dog. Pedal the heels. And then slowly begin to walk your feet towards your hands As we come back to the forward fold, this time you might be on the other side of your mat. Let your head drop. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, ski jump. Dig into the heels as you rise to stand. Arms up, hands to the heart. Look forward. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Now slowly we lift the left knee. Ninja pose. Stretching your fingers in opposite directions as you bend that right knee, digging into the heel, and then using the eyes to help you arrive in Warrior Two. And then you can settle into Warrior Two. Relax your shoulders as you look over that right hand. Exhale. And then inhale, Peaceful Warrior. Look up at the right hand and exhale back to Warrior Two. And just ride the wave of your breath here. 2 more times. And then as you come back to Warrior Two, transition right to side angle. Forearm to the thigh with the left arm over the ear. You could stay right here, or maybe you're taking that right hand towards the ankle or the ground. And then opening the heart to the sky as you push into the left heel, feeling the left glute tighten up for you, stabilizing the lower back. Inhale, Peaceful Warrior. Again, lift that right hand, look up. Flying Warrior, paralleling the feet, legs are straight, arms lift. And then exhale, fold all the way down, wide-legged forward fold. Listen for the change now. We're gonna take it to Skandasana. So the right knee is gonna bend and the left toes are gonna flex. It might be that your right heel wants to lift like mine does, and that's good. If the right heel wants to stay down, that's also okay. If you feel balanced, you can take the hands to the heart and just feel the length of your spine. And then slowly we shift to the other side. Skandasana. Right foot flexes and the spine is long and tall. The face is soft. That's it. Crawl it back to center. Back to that wide-legged forward fold. Feet are parallel. And then use your arms like wings. Rise to stand. Arms up by the ears. Inhale. Warrior Two. Exhale over the left knee. And then inhale, straighten that left leg. Arms up. Look up. Exhale, Warrior Two. Riding the wave of the breath. Lift and lower. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And then staying in the lift and reaching that left arm over the left leg. Palm faces the sky. You can stay right here, or you can just tilt, switching the position of your arms, letting the right arm lift. And that right heel is pushing into the ground as strongly as possible. One more deep breath here. Relax the face. Good. Peaceful Warrior. Inhale. Left arm lifts. That's it. Slowly, low lunge over the left foot, and then we work it to the lizard lunge. So you're bringing your left foot outside your left hand, right? And you can rock here a little if you feel good. Maybe you're coming down to your elbows. I encourage you to not overdo the hip stretches. Once you go too far, it's hard to come back, right? So just be mindful of your own edge in a stretch. You can approach the edge, but don't go over it. And then dropping the right knee, take the left arm up and back. Palm faces the sky. Roll the shoulders open. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And circle that left hand back to the mat and step to downward facing dog, and you can pedal your heels. Now this time you might like to hop to your forward fold, and if you want to do that, the big toes come to touch. Lift the heels, look forward, lots of weight in the hands, and then bend your knees. And either hop or walk, forward fold. And letting your head drop. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Rise to stand, arms up by the ears as you inhale. Hands to the heart, exhale. And we'll repeat that, but a little bit more smooth. Right knee lifts. Arms lift out as you come to ninja pose. Tuck the pelvis, get low to the ground. Slowly press back. Warrior Two. Inhale, Peaceful Warrior. Exhale, Warrior Two. Inhale, Peaceful Warrior. Exhale, Warrior Two. One more time, Peaceful Warrior. Side angle pose. Forearm to thigh, right arm over the ear, or hand to the ground. Some of you might find a bind. I'm going to show you that from the back. So if you're binding, that left arm is going to work its way under the thigh, and the fingers might interlace. Really press into that right heel a lot. One more deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then wherever you are, lift it back up. Peaceful warrior as you inhale. And then flying warrior. Parallel the feet, arms come up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Now you can stay right here in your fold and rest if you like, or you can plant your hands right under the shoulders, grip the ground, and push weight into the hands so that your heels lift up high. Right? Some of you might even feel your toes lift a little bit. One more deep breath in. A deep breath out. You should be shaking a little bit. Release to the forward fold. Exhale. Arms or wings, rise to stand. Flying warrior. Exhale, warrior two to the opposite side. Straighten the right leg, arms up, look up. Exhale, warrior two, sink. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink. And one more time, lift. And sink. And then we're gonna hold that lift. Take it to Trikonasana. Right hand to the shin, left arm comes up, breathing here. Dig into that back heel. Peaceful warrior, inhale. Circle it down, low lunge. And then the right foot can come outside the right hand as we take that lizard lunge. Maybe you're on your elbows, let your left knee drop. Right arm reaches back. Now some of you might lift your left foot, holding the outside of the foot as you roll the shoulders open. That's it. And to stay stable, you're hugging the navel to the spine and keeping your right knee hugging the midline also. One more deep breath in. The face softens as you exhale. And then slowly release. Downward facing dog. Pedal it out a couple times. And then you can either walk or hop to the forward fold. Give your head a shake. And then inhale, halfway up. Exhale, ski jump. Inhale, rise to stand. Hands to the heart. Exhale, look forward, Samastipti. Strong focal point. Lifting the left knee, open it out. Ninja pose. The right knee bends. Stretch your fingers apart. Feel the strength of that right heel pushing into the ground as you find your warrior two. Exhale. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, warrior two. And one more time, peaceful. Take it right to your side angle, forearm to thigh, left arm over the ear, or right hand to the ankle, or you're finding that bind. So to bind, it's right arm under the right thigh. Maybe your fingers interlace. Breathe here as you dig into the left heel, wherever you are. Dig into that left heel a lot. One more deep breath in, and deep breath out. And then it's peaceful warrior. Inhale. And in that peaceful warrior, you transition. Flying warrior, arms up, feet parallel. Listen for the change. Exhale, goddess pose. Heels in, toes out. Tuck your pelvis, pull your lower ribs back, and maybe you sink a little bit lower. Now as you exhale, curl like you have a ball of energy between your elbows and you're compressing it. And then let it expand as you inhale. And exhale, curl. And inhale, expand. And one more time, curl. And inhale, expand, and then rise back up. Flying warrior. Exhale, fold all the way down. Wide-legged forward fold. Now you can do that hand press with the heels up if you want to work the core, or you can relax in the forward fold if that's what feels better to you. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And then slowly Skandasana. The right knee bends, the left toes flex. Maybe your hands are at your heart. You can bring your arms out wide if you feel really balanced. And then transition to the other side. Slow and low to the ground. Breathing here, deep breath in. And then take it back to center. Parallel your feet and fold. Let your arms lift you all the way up to stand. Flying warrior again. And warrior two over the left knee. Inhale, straighten the left leg, arms up, look up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten and lift. Exhale, sink. One more time, straighten and lift. Exhale, sink. And then as you find that lift again, hold it and take Trikonasana, either reaching forward or left arm down, right arm up, digging into that right heel till you feel the right glute squeeze. Take another deep breath in, deep breath out, bend that left knee. Warrior 2, and then slowly to the low lunge, working that left foot outside the left hand as you come to lizard. Maybe you're dropping to elbows, right knee comes down, left arm circles back, and then you're opening your heart to the sky. Maybe you're lifting that back foot and catching it. Stabilize. Draw the navel in. Hug the left knee to the midline, and then open the shoulders. Take another deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then softly release. Downward facing dog. Pedal your heels. And then we're going to take it to pigeon pose. The right knee comes forward, and you can lay that shin across the ground. Those of you with a knee issue, you can do this on your back, which I'll show you in a moment. So if you don't have a knee issue, here you are in pigeon. You can come up to your fingertips. If it feels good, you can lower to your elbows with your palms facing the sky, and just relax your face. We'll hold here for a few breaths. If you do have a knee issue, this is a variation you can try. So you'll bring your right shin to your left thigh, and you'll flex that your right ankle to your left thigh, and you'll flex the foot, right? And then you hold on to your left thigh and just breathe here. Let your upper body sink into the ground. Breathe all the cobwebs out of the right hip. Let your jaw soften. So whether you're on your back or you're in traditional pigeon, you're going to keep that breath flowing through the nose. Those of you in traditional pigeon might like to experiment with king pigeon. So to do that, you're going to pull the left heel towards your upper body, feeling the hamstring contract. If that's feeling all right, you're going to keep your left hand down and begin to reach your right arm back. And maybe you even find the top of the foot. Actually, it should be your left arm. So your right hand's going to stay down, and your left arm is going to reach back. Yeah, so you're taking the inside arch of the foot. Now, if you're feeling good and you're feeling balanced, you're going to push your knees down so firmly into the ground that you feel your upper body get light and your right arm can come up. Maybe you stay here. If your hands are down, that's fine too. All variations are good variations. And then slowly release whatever you've got going on. We're going to meet in downward facing dog and pedal the heels a little bit in that downward facing dog. Letting the neck be long. Now, if you did pigeon on your back on the first side, you can repeat that here. And if you did traditional, you can bring the left knee forward with me. Pushing up to the fingertips, feel the length of your spine. And then if you're feeling good, you can come down to the elbows and turn your palms up to the sky. And just take a moment to soften your face, soften your shoulders. If you feel yourself overstretching here, you stabilize by drawing the left hip back a little bit and the right knee forward a little bit. So they kind of pull magnetically towards each other on the ground, right? Take another deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then we meet in downward facing dog, taking your time to get there, pedaling the heels when you arrive. Oh, and I forgot king pigeon, didn't I? So let's bring that left knee forward again. And if you're doing king pigeon with me, you're going to lift that right foot. And then maybe you're reaching your right hand back for the inside arch of the foot. Remember, you're pushing down through the knees to get that lift in the upper body. If this doesn't work for you, left hand stays down, no problem. If it does, left arm can come up. Breathe here. Let your face stay soft. I don't know if you guys hear the seagulls, but it's awesome. Who knew there were seagulls in New York City? And then slowly release. Downward facing dog. And you can pedal the heels. Good. And then we're going to lower onto the belly. So you can drop your knees and just take it right down to the belly. And then allow your forehead to come to the ground for a moment. And take your arms out by your sides in a cactus position with your palms facing the ground, right? So elbows are directly out from your shoulders. And very slowly now, Begin to push your right hand down and lift your elbow. Your left hand stays the same, yeah? And then you're gonna push that left hand into the ground, palm down, as you lift the right leg. And maybe your left temple wants to stay on the ground. It's up to you, whatever feels better. Head can be up or down. Drawing your lower ribs back and in. Breathe here into that left shoulder. The more you press into the left elbow and hand, the more you're gonna feel it in the front of your shoulder and chest. And just breathe softly. And then let's take the other side. So right hand comes down, left fingers touch the ground, and you can take your left leg back and hug your lower ribs in. Feel that nice stretch in the right shoulder as you push into the right palm. And then coming slowly back to center as you inhale. Good. Coming into bow pose. Now you can start by doing this 1 foot at a time. You'll catch your right ankle, send your left arm forward and lift your left leg. And this might be enough for you. Or you can do both feet at once, a little more intense that way. So you'll kick the ankles into the hands. You feel the heart open, the shoulders roll open. Soften all the crinkles in the forehead. Let the breath flow. And then softly release, and we're going to come down to the left cheek for a moment. Let your arms and legs just relax. Breathing into the side of your neck as though you had gills. And then slowly turn your face back to the mat. So if you did one side, this time you're going to do the left and reach your right arm and leg straight. Or you're taking both ankles with your hands and kicking the ankles into the hands as you come back to your second bow pose. Maybe you're lifting a little higher this time. Feeling that beautiful rounded shape of the front body as you also hug your navel in really strongly. And then you can release to your right cheek. And take a moment to let your neck relax. Let your elbows relax. And then slowly press yourself up onto the hands and the knees and take child's pose, allowing your forehead to drop, seat to heels. And in this child's pose, you can feel your inner thighs magnetically squeezing towards each other, relieving any hip pressure. Now, if you want more, if you want a stronger variation of this, you're going to bring your hips above your knees, walk your arms forward, and let the forehead come down and let the elbows come down for puppy pose. Hugging the lower ribs up into the spine to protect the lower back, and maybe your toes lift, and you can breathe here. Neck is relaxed, jaw is relaxed. Wherever you are, take another deep breath in, a deep breath out. And if you're here with me in puppy pose, another name for this is melting heart pose. So see if you can find that sensation, letting your heart melt in towards the floor. And then slowly lift yourself back up to the hands and the knees, and we're gonna roll onto the back. And as you roll onto the back, you can draw your knees into the chest and just let your lower back soften into the ground. Rock around a little bit, stirring the knees around in the hip sockets. And we'll close with a twist. If you have a block and you'd like to place it between your knees, you can do that. So you'll drop your knees to the right and open your left arm out. Palm faces the sky. Knees to the right, left arm out. I know I'm doing the opposite, but it's because I want to be able to see you. So your left palm is up, right? And then just relax your shoulders. Close your eyes. Any knee pain, any hip pain, place a block between the knees. And then just release into this, allowing the muscles of your face to soften. Begin to notice your breath again if you've lost your mental connection with it. Start to think of your ribs like an accordion. And with each inhale, the accordion lengthens. And with each exhale, it shrinks. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, shrink. And come onto the back one more time, drawing the knees into the chest. And we'll twist to the opposite side, letting your opposite arm open out, turning your face towards that palm, which is up towards the sky, and then just feel your shoulder blades relax. If you've got that block between the knees, great. As you lay here, notice if you're still holding on anywhere. And find out if you can just soften a little bit more, just surrender to the weight of your own body, to gravity, a little bit more. Slowly come onto your back one more time as you draw the knees into the chest. And then extending your legs long on your mat, taking your arms down by your sides as we find Shavasana, the most important pose in yoga, all about the mind. So the body sleeps and the mind stays awake, focusing on one point. For today, let that one point be your breath. And I have a mantra to offer you, which you can take or leave. So if you would like to use a mantra while you lay here in Shavasana, your mantra can be presence. So inhaling through the nose and silently in your mind, you repeat presence on the exhale, reminding yourself to stay present with the breath, present with the body. Without moving, feel your body begin to reawaken as the breath deepens. Feeling little shooting lights of energy through the fingers and the toes as they start to wiggle. Letting the ankles and the wrists begin to roll now. And as though you were exploring a new body for the first time, just move around a little bit. Check out how everything feels. And then exhale, draw your knees in, roll to one side for a moment. You can rest your head on your arm. And just take another moment with your eyes closed here to soak in all the sounds around you as your focus stays internal. And without rush and your eyes staying closed, you can come up and take a comfortable seat, just like where we started. Keeping the eyes closed, palms come together at the heart center. Letting your mind come back to the intention you set, staying present with the body. And you're welcome to join me in 3 deep breaths, breathing in through the nose, letting it out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Softly exhale. One more time, in through the nose. And softly exhale. Touching the thumbs to the forehead, honoring the mind. Thumbs to the lips, honoring the spirit. Thumbs to the chest, honoring the body. And bowing forward to honor each other. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're feeling good. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them now. Charles is going to watch for your questions on the screen, and there's a 30-second delay. So you'll have to type your question and then wait a little while for him to answer. He's going to shout it out to me over here. Yeah, good. So I hope you're feeling good. I hope your spines are feeling long and loose. I hope your breath is easy. I hope you had fun, most importantly, right? If anybody's here in New York, we've got beautiful weather out here on the deck at Performance Lab. I don't know if you happen to join a little bit late. I'll let you know where we are. We're on the deck at Performance Lab in West Chelsea in New York City. This is where I teach and work full-time. And Charles King is here doing videography. He's the master of videography. He's so awesome. He kept everything going smooth, even with my mic hiccup. So any questions coming through, let me know. Take a little sip of water here. Do I have another class? I will have another class at some point. It hasn't been scheduled yet, but you can always check my Instagram for those details. I usually post my schedule in my stories and also on my website, which is kirasimoneyoga.com. So you can check my Instagram, Yoga is a Feeling, or kirasimoneyoga.com, and I will let you know about future classes. Yeah. Any other questions? All right, we've got a couple coming through, so we'll wait here. All right. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you had a good time. I'll see you next time. Namaste.